Universal Studios, Universal Studios CityWalk, and Islands of Adventure in Orlando, Florida. I was just there last week, and it was amazing. It was a great time. Couple regrets I do have, and we'll get into that, but I definitely do recommend it. It is safe. They do require you to wear a mask. There are some rides. They let you take your mask off on for the ride, and then you have to put it back on. They give you hand sanitizer before you get onto each and every ride as well. So I do recommend it. It is somewhere to travel. It is open, and it is a fun time. As you enter Universal City Walk, before you get to the parks of Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, they do take your temperature. You have to go through metal detectors, and there is an x-ray thing like the airport for your bags, just to make sure nobody has weapons. You have to wear a mask the whole time, except while eating and drinking. And the Universal City Walk is an experience on itself, just with all the little stores and all the restaurants. They have everything from Burger King and Red Oven Pizza to Cowfish Sushi Bar. So everything from low end to high end. They have all kinds of neat little stores and pagodas set up. The pagodas that sell things, as well as pagodas for drinks for adults. You're allowed to walk around with your drink all through the area, and it takes you around this whole lake pond type thing. Where if you're staying at one of the local Universal hotels, you can catch a boat to get to your hotel, or you just walk around it, and it's beautiful to look at. There's the Hard Rock Cafe, there's the Chocolate Emporium, and on one side Universal Studios, and on the other side is Islands of Adventure, and it is absolutely beautiful, and definitely worth even seeing that. It costs nothing to get into that. Also recommend getting your tickets ahead of time, and getting there ahead of time, because the park sold out every day that we were there, unless you had a ticket that was stamped for that day, or you were already in the park. It was already sold out and at capacity by about 10:30 in the morning. So I do recommend getting there early. Even if you want to leave afterwards, you already had your ticket scanned, so you can get back in at any time you want. I do recommend getting there early so you can come and go as you please. I do also recommend park-to-park tickets, so you can go in Islands of Adventure, leave after a few rides in the morning, then go back in for Universal in the evening. It's definitely worth it as well. Plus, you can ride on the train over at Hogwarts and Harry Potter, and you can go from park to park. So you definitely need that. Also, another thing I recommend getting is the Express Pass. We did not get one. I did not think it would be as busy as it was, and I definitely regretted it. And then we couldn't add it on because they were sold out. So I definitely also recommend the Express Pass, because the lines were atrocious. I don't remember them when I was there 2 years ago being that large, and that long at times. But they definitely are, so I definitely recommend the Express Pass. There are some ways, if you get the app for Universal Studios, you can sign up for a virtual line for a few of the rides. There's like 3 or 4 of them. You can sign up for virtual lines for the rides, which gives you a time as to when to come back for that ride. So I do also recommend downloading the app. trip anytime soon. I say wait at least until the summer, because that's when the Velocicoaster will be opening in Jurassic Park and Islands of Adventure, and it looks like so much fun. It was still under construction. They were running it, doing test runs while we were there, but it wasn't open yet. But like I said, as you wait in line before you get on each thing, they do give you hand sanitizer. Most of the other rides were open, and it was still definitely worth the trip.